Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Steve Cooper, Food App Critic for TokeMag.com. This week we have Country Living's Holiday Cookies. This app is $2.99, just in time for the holiday season. It's actually been in the app market for a while, but we're reviewing it now. So when you open up the app, it's got a really nice screenshot of all these great looking cookies. The really clever thing is when you start swiping and scrolling around this, you begin to notice that what you're really looking at are cookies on a cookie sheet. And this is a navigation feature of this app to where you browse the cookie sheet. When you find something that looks good, you click on it and boom, it takes you to the recipe. This is where the app starts to get hit and miss. So while that navigation was pretty slick and pretty neat, the recipe page is really lacking some design and thought. It gives you a nice picture up top, and then you just scroll horizontally to view the recipe, the ingredients, everything else. Some of these recipes do have tips, and you can click a button and it'll launch you to a tip page, and it'll give you some step-by-step pictures, which is also a very nice feature. It would be nice if for the price tag at $2.99 there were some videos involved, but going back to the recipe page here, at the bottom you can share it via email, Twitter, or Facebook. You cannot share the ingredient list per se. You cannot adjust ingredient list. You can't modify the measurements. So you can't double a recipe if you want to make a double batch of cookies or anything like that. At least, you know, you can do it, just not within the app. It lacks a lot of the bells and whistles that you would expect. There's not even like a global navigation setup for this app. So that aspect of it is really disappointing. So you click the back button to get back to where you can see the rest of the buttons here. And unfortunately, the rest of the buttons are really nothing more than a way to organize the cookies. It's got a list view so you can scroll up and down. It's got a nice thumbnail, nice and easy. It also has the carousel view, which if you're used to iTunes, and I'm sure if you have one of these phones that you've used iTunes before, it's the cover flow where you can flip through the albums left and right. You can do the same thing with the cookies here. It's not as slick and smooth as you find on your computer, but it's nice and it looks good. It's not the most efficient way of browsing through your cookies, but it's pretty neat. And then lastly, you can click on the tips here, and if you don't want to go to the actual recipe to find the tip that correlates with the recipe, you can just jump to tips right here. There's a search function, but there's only 50 cookie recipes in this entire app, so if you're really searching for it, you don't have to look very far. So the search function works fine, works great, but there's not much searching to do with only 50 recipes. So because it seems to spend all of its time with the navigation portion of it for an app that doesn't have much content where you need tons of navigation brilliance, I just wish it had spent a little bit more time on the recipe page and some of the outside functionality that you would hope to see in a pay app, particularly one that's not 99 cents or free, but one that's actually $2.99. So no videos. I mean, there's just so many things that this app could have that it does not, which is really disappointing. So because of that, I couldn't give this a very good grade in terms of really what it delivers for the value of $2.99. So this week we're giving holiday cookie recipes by Country Living a 2.75 out of 5. Go visit TokeMag.com, leave a comment, let us know if you think that's a fair score or not. Let us know if you've used it or if you have another cookie recipe that app that you think we should check out. I'm always looking for something. And I hope you guys have a very happy holidays, and let us know how your baking goes. Okay, until next time.